All right, this is your favorite ringside heel. It is RJ. I am here with the one and only Bruss Hamilton.
Bruss Hamilton. Yes.
Man, brother, how'd you come up with that name, man?
Actually, the first name is the story. The last name, I was like, that sounds good.
Yeah,
the first name, I had a friend, a coworker, a really close friend of mine, a few years ago. His name is Nicholas Bruss.
Okay.
And he's one of the main reasons why I started getting back into wrestling, because he was such a wrestling fan.
Okay.
And I really didn't watch it at all, except for when I was a small kid. He said, no, man, you got to see what they're doing. And so I started watching it, getting into it, and because he kind of put that fire in me to like it again, basically love it again.
Yes, sir.
I wanted to
get back,
honor him.
Wow,
naming myself after his last name. Yeah.
So with that being said, the Gentleman Barbarian. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. Sorry.
So that was the main thing when me and Matt were first talking about it. You showed me. I said, bro, I wish I could grow a mustache like you. And you were twisted. I was like, oh man,
I get the whole work done.
Yeah. So how did you come up with that? Was it just something original you started thinking of, or something kind of already had?
It was definitely when I first started getting into the character construction.
Yes,
I was thinking about a Viking barbarian gimmick. Because when I was in Strongman, my nickname was the Pocket Viking, because I'm not very tall, but I had the long mohawk, and I had this huge beard. And I was like, I've got these tattoos, right? So I'm like, no, I mean, that's an easy pro wrestling gimmick.
Absolutely.
And then I looked at the pro wrestling world,
absolutely,
and I went, oh my God, there's so many people doing that exact gimmick. And so I was like, well, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
And so the Gentleman Barbarian concept, I'm a father. I have six kids. I'm married.
That's amazing.
And the concept was born from what I believe being a good father and husband is, that you have to be, you have to be both.
Yes.
I have to have a gentle hand and be a gentleman with my wife and my children, but I also have to be, if they're in danger, or maybe we're just any form of danger, if we're in a financial crisis or something, the barbarian has to come out. I've got to go work 70 hours a week.
Beautiful.
I've got to do something like that. So the inspiration of the character is what I thought is the Gentleman Barbarian is my belief of what the concept of what a complete man is.
Yes. Wow, that is, I gotta shake your hand. That is absolutely beautiful. I really, really love that. To hear you talk about it, and I mean, me being a father myself of two, I have a 13-year-old and a 5-year-old, both girls. So me being a gentleman and being a barbarian.
You gotta do both.
So that is beautiful, man. Oh wow, I did not think that I was gonna get that answer. It really warms my heart to hear that, because you don't get to hear things like that. You hear it from a perspective of in the ring or just being always in character, but knowing that we understand this is business, we understand that it's a work and it's what we do, but we have that flesh and blood, that real a sense of why we do what we do outside of the ring. And that's really what I love to do on the Heels Corner, is just also talk about those things and reflect how wrestling works in our personal lives. And to hear you put that as a father and a husband, brother, I could end the interview right there.
Perfect. Yeah, we're all right.
Yeah, but that's beautiful, man. I love to hear that. How long have you been wrestling consistently? Because you did say you kind of gotten away from it. How long have you?
Wrestling, I'm very new. I'm just over a year.
Okay.
But I've been, basically what happened is.
And I follow you on Instagram. I can even tell you've been a year. You've done so much work.
It's because this is day 3 of sleeping in my car.
Yes,
I was in Minnesota, St. Louis last night. Now I'm here.
Oh wow! I'm over wrestling back to back.
I'm over 120 matches now.
That is awesome.
And just all within that 1 year, 1 month range. Because I'm 35 years old. I asked my wife and my kids to put their lives on hold, so that I could chase a potential lucrative career.
Yes, absolutely.
And my family as a whole went all in, and so I owe it to them to dedicate myself to this. It's basically the only thing in my life.
Yes, sir.
And so I tell people yes, I'm green, yes, I'm new, but I'm 35 years old and I'm attacking this like a mature adult would. This is a business for me. This is all business decisions. I'm not here to goof around and have fun. I'm here to do business and have fun with that business. As long as that's being done. I'm very critical on myself. I'm just, you won't find a bigger hater, and I hate myself when I watch my matches back.
Yes, sir. Yes,
And that in itself is torture, watching my matches back. And you see, oh, if I shot too many steps there, I did this wrong. I did, I'm very critical. I was a Black and Brave Academy, so I was trained by Seth Rollins, Merrick Brave.
Oh yes, I did see that. That's awesome. I saw that.
Seth Rollins, for his graduates, is basically available to us 24/7.
Wow.
So I send all my matches to him, and he tells me, hey, he'll let you know, like, that was awful. Don't share that one, and everything. Just forget that one ever happened.
It is the Seth freaking Rollins that he's talking
Seth
about.
Freaking Rollins.
Yes.
And so, like, I approached this like it was basically like I got hired by the pro wrestling industry,
yes, sir,
and now I'm selling myself.
Yes, sir.
It's kind of so. I tell people, like, because everyone says like, oh, he's so green, and they kind of go like, ugh. It's like, no, I am green, but I'm not your typical green kid.
That's good, man. That is awesome to hear. So, at being at it in 1 year, is there anything that you might have accomplished that you were like, wow, like, that was quick that I got to that goal, or something that just struck you as, man, I thought I'd be hustling a little longer to get to that point? Or
literally everything. I am 2 years ahead of plan. I'm to the point that like I'm in the Bravo family with AAW here in the local. So Johnny Bravo, the head of talent relations at TNA,
yes, sir,
is my boss at AAW.
Wow.
And like, so I have like a connection there.
Absolutely.
And I've talked with them. I've done a bunch of WWE extra work and gotten to see how the big machine runs.
I saw you. Yes, I did. I even posted a video. I saw you. Congratulations on that.
I've established myself in the Midwest. I didn't think I would have that done until the end of next year.
Wow.
And so now I'm established in the Midwest. Now my goal for next year is, okay, I need to hit coast to coast now.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I'm just ever expanding and taking advantage of every opportunity I'm given.
Man, that's awesome. Well, I'm from Texas. I stay out in Houston, and so I do a lot of work with Reality of Wrestling with Booker T. So, man, dude, I'm waiting to see you show up there, bro.
Would love to be down there, Reality of Wrestling. Are you kidding me? That's a bucket list place.
You heard it. You heard it. I'm telling you, this is gonna go on YouTube, my Instagram. I'm gonna shoot it to Kev, and man, I'm not saying I can make any promises, but hey, getting you out there is my goal. Man, let's get you down to Texas, man. Get you in that ring. And
I always like to push this. I was 2023 World Strength Games champion.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of guys like me on the indies.
Yes, sir.
So I think Reality of Wrestling could use a little bit of strength.
Hey, you hearing this? You hearing this, Kev? You hearing this book? Like, I'm telling you, that is the goal, is to get this man down to Texas in Reality of Wrestling, throwing some bodies around, showing them exactly how it's done. Man, brother, golly, that's awesome. Like, the work that you've put in and what I've seen, I would not have thought that you were a year in.
I appreciate that. That's the goal. I don't want people to ask me how long I've been wrestling anymore, because usually they come up, they're excited to work with me.
Yeah.
And I tell them 1 year and they're like, no. I'm like, no, just give me a chance, to judge me after the match,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, well, dude, I am looking forward to tonight. I'm looking forward to seeing you in a match. You were fighting, do you happen to know who you're wrestling tonight?
Richard Holiday.
Richard Holiday.
That's a bucket list name for me too.
Awesome. Richard Holiday has been putting in a lot of work. I've been very excited to see some of his growth. I actually got to check him out for the first time at Reality of Wrestling. So it's also awesome tonight that I'm actually going to be able to see him. Is there anything that you want to say match-wise, or anything you want to say personal to him or about him?
To Richard, no. I've studied his stuff on the internet, and I hope that low blow's warmed up, because I'm pretty tough.
You're pretty tough.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, guys, you heard it here first. This is RJ from the Heels Corner. I am with my new brother, Bruss Hamilton, and we are here in Chicago, just having a good time. Is there anything you'd like to say to your fans, like to say to anybody before this video comes out?
Hey, I appreciate you guys watching. If you want to follow me on any social media, Instagram, Facebook, X, any of them at all, just look me up under Bruss Hamilton or BrussHamiltonPro. You'll find me.
And I'll put all his tags in the description of this video, guys. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. As always, onward and upward. God bless. This is the Heels Corner.